It's time for this week's episode of Brandon Sports Talk, featuring in-depth interviews from those who are trending in the world of athletics. And now, here's the host of Brandon Sports Talk, Brandon Pate.
Welcome back to Brandon Sports Talk. In today's episode, I have the privilege to interview the Myrtle Beach Pelicans Stadium Operational Assistant, Jax Bevelin. How are you doing today?
You're good, man. Thanks for having me.
Thank you. Can you talk about how you knew that you wanted to work in professional sports?
So I grew up always playing sports and just kind of knew I wasn't going to play professionally kind of at a young age. So I just gravitated towards like working in the industry, and stadium operations was just like what I gravitated towards because it just made sense with my family background and working with my hands a lot.
What was it like going to UNCW?
It was a great experience. I mean, I got in with the baseball team, worked with them for the 4 years I was there. Learned a lot from a lot of different people with stadium operations, marketing, ticket sales, and then on the baseball side as well. So just it was a great experience and gave me a lot of different things to look at going forward.
What was that experience like being the baseball manager for a college team like UNCW?
I mean, definitely like for a mid-major like that, you're just expected to do a lot because it's so small budget, and like being a good team, a competitive team, like you're required to do a lot. Like in that, like I did the laundry, I managed the food, equipment, and just a lot of day-to-day stuff like that. And then during practice, like I helped facilitate drill, that kind of thing as well.
Of course, how did your experience with UNCW on the baseball team help you to where you are now with the Myrtle Beach Pelicans?
So, like working for the team, our coaches held us to a high standard and treated us like as student athletes as well. So it set the tone just as for like a work ethic and like being on time and that kind of thing. And just our performance was directly related to the team because if we messed up, it would probably delay practice or put other people in a position not to succeed.
What was it like getting to come to Myrtle Beach Pelicans and become the stadium operations manager?
So I wanted to say locally, I'm from North Carolina, Outer Banks. So that was really a big factor in like picking this job because I just wanted to stay regionally. And like I've never been to Myrtle Beach like a ton. Like we came down here to play Coastal a lot for college and kind of like the area. It was a good vibe, and I'm glad I made a decision. I mean, it's a great experience. The staff here is very welcoming, especially for like an intern like I was, and now being full time. Like it's been great. Like the first 9 months I've been here.
Of course, how was your experience like getting to work as the visitor manager for the clubhouse?
So that's a role that I'm going to be starting next year. And in college, I did a lot of similar stuff, like with in terms of like setting up food and keeping everything clean for everyone and doing their laundry, whatnot, getting them ready to play. So I'm just going to take that into this year and try to do the best I can. We'll see how it goes and learn on the job.
Of course, what would some of your roles and responsibility be as that visitor clubhouse manager?
So right now in the off season, I mean, I just started the full time role like a month ago. So I've been doing a lot of like resetting like the clubhouse, like painting, and then doing a lot of like maintenance to the stuff that got dinged up over the year because like a minor league season's a sprint and you're getting teams in every week, in and out, and it's a constant battle to keep everything clean and upright. So now it's with nobody, it's given me a lot of time to like assess like what needs to be done and what improvements I can make in the future. And like during the season, like obviously like when the team gets here, you help them get all their stuff in. They got a lot of equipment that they use daily to practice, a lot of their gear, get them settled, and then they go to the hotel. And then the next day when they come back for the games, you have food ready for them. All their clothes are set up, and then just do everything that helps them succeed on a daily basis.
Of course, what is that going to feel like? Obviously, getting to help some of those teams like the Carolina Mudcats, the Down East Ducks, when they come to Myrtle Beach.
Yeah, I mean, I got a lot of friends in minor league baseball already. So it's like I've worked with them before. And then in Wilmington, we had a pro player locker room that a lot of our pro players would come back and work out in the off season. So I helped them out a good amount. And if they wanted to get stuff done, like I helped them out with that. And I feel like it's just going to be a similar role, just on a bigger scale. I mean, you have 30 to 40 people in there, and then all of them might need something. So you just do your best to accommodate them and make them feel comfortable while they're on the road.
What does a typical game day look like for you as the stadium operations assistant?
So last year in that role, we would get here like 9, 10 o'clock in the morning. We'd have a game day meeting with all of our staff, marketing, production, our general manager, all that, just so everyone's on the same page going into the day. Whether or not we had different community groups here, we needed to make sure they were set up, ready to go during the game. Because I mean, they spend money with us to get their word out, so we want to make them feel comfortable and put them in the best spot to do that. And then after that, it was just a lot of stadium prep. Like if we had some seats that would break or something, we would have to go out there and fix those. Just general cleaning around the stadium that our cleaning crew couldn't get to the night before. We'd have to go around, make sure that everything was good. And then one of my main mottos is like, you walk through the crowd and you want to think about your first minor league game, and would you want to see something like this in your first minor league game, and you just want to get up to that standard. And then like during the game, it's just we have the EMS here and then police just if we need them, so we make sure they're all checked in and taken care of, and have radios and stuff. Make sure all of our game day employees have radios and everything's good with them, so we can have a good successful game, good fan experience.
Was that like obviously being in charge and being able to provide that fan experience for the Pelicans fans?
I mean, the tone was set by the staff that was here before me. My boss does a great job, and then Kristen Call, the general manager, she sets a good tone for everyone, and like you just have to follow the lead. And it's just we're here to make everyone's time great at the stadium. I mean, obviously that's a unrealistic goal because there's 4,000 people here tonight, so just you do your best you can, and at the end of the day, like you feel like most everyone has a good time at the stadium.
Of course, what are some of the things that you've learned so far while working in minor league baseball?
It's a lot. I mean, it's a big stadium and everyone has to work as a team. And that's the main thing. Like we have a small staff here, like 14, 15 people when we have full-time people in the off season. So everyone's got to work together, get on the same page. And you'd be surprised what you can accomplish when everyone's on the same page and has years of experience in the industry. And it's just great to see.
What are some of your favorite memories and moments while working for the Myrtle Beach Pelicans?
Well, this year on the field, we had 2 no-hitters thrown at our ballpark. So that was cool to see. The first half of the season, we won. We had a great team, a lot of top prospects, and it's going to be fun to watch those guys go up the system and know that they started here in Myrtle Beach. On the fan side, it's just a matter of getting to know people in the stadium. They've worked here for years. You get to know them. A lot of good people that work here. Getting to know them, it's good memories.
What are some of the things that you look forward to accomplishing as the visitors clubhouse manager?
So we have like an older ballpark here, and I've kind of seen myself as a handyman. So I like to make improvements steadily. It's not, you can't make a massive improvement one year, but if you go constant and just pick small projects every year and improve it, it's just, you never know what you're going to end up with. So that's just the goal. Make sure everything's clean and make upgrades consistently throughout the year.
What advice would you give those people that are looking to work on the college level as a baseball manager?
You got to find the right fit. For me, Wilmington was the best. I mean, obviously, like baseball is not the end all be all. You can go basketball, football. So it's just about finding that right coaching staff and the right people to work with, because that just made it easy for me. My supervisor, he was great. He was very accommodating for me. Like school was first, and then I would do everything I could to get there and help them out on the baseball field as well. So just take it one day at a time and don't get too worked up about it, because college is definitely a big task. And if you can balance that, it's a big benefit in the end.
What advice would you give those people that are looking to be college managers for a sports team and then go on after college to either work in professional sports?
It's all about getting the experience and seeing how different people do it. So like in Wilmington, I saw a lot of how we did it, obviously working day to day. And then when we would go on the road and play other teams, we would look at their system. And I still do that to this day. Like we took a trip down to Charleston and saw their operation, and that was cool to see. I mean, you can just take little things from everybody. That just helps you and your organization, because you don't always have the right answers, and the other teams don't as well, but you could always take something.
What advice would you give those people that are looking to work in professional sports?
Just give everything a shot. I mean, I graduated during COVID and made a lot of applications and finally found the right fit here. So just know that it takes time sometimes to get the right fit, and just don't rush into anything, but definitely give everything a chance. Don't be afraid to move anywhere or try different roles that maybe you're not fitting, like you won't want to do in the end, and like it'll work out for sure. Like if you do a good job, they'll find the right spot for you.
That's great advice. Where can my listeners find you at on social media?
Just my name, Jason Bliven. Just look me up. I don't know. I'm not too active, so it's probably not that good of a follow.
Thank you again, Jason Bliven, for your interview, and best of luck in your future with the Myrtle Beach Pelicans as the stadium operations manager.
Yep. Thank you. Appreciate it, man.
You can find Brandon Sports Talk on Facebook at Brandon Sports Talk, Instagram at Brandon Sports Talk, Twitter at Talk_Brandon, and you can find me on YouTube at Brandon Sports Talk. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Thank you again, Jason Bivelin, for your interview, and best of luck in your future.
Yep. Thank you.
You've been watching Brandon Sports Talk. Please feel free to like, share, and subscribe to Brandon Sports Talk on social media and on YouTube.